Hello and welcome back to the studio. Today I'm going to review a little bit about some pottery that's produced here in Mexico from a region in northern Mexico called Mata Ortiz. Mata Ortiz is in the state of Chihuahua. It's about 3 hours away, 3 hours or so away from El Paso, Texas. It is a slightly remote little community that over the last 30 to 40 years has really grown into very much a pottery community. A lot of their pottery is traditional Paquime style pottery. It was brought back by a man named Juan Quetzada, that as a young man he used to work for the railroad, and he would find pottery shards along the way, and he liked to explore around where he lived in Mata Ortiz, and he'd find pottery shards all over the place from the Paquime ruins, or which is also known as Casa Grande, which was nearby. And so he found all these different pottery shards, and he was very much interested in that, and he decided to try to bring it back. He tried to learn the techniques little by little through experimentation. He found different clay deposits in the area and started preparing those. Used very much traditional plant-based and mineral-based oxides and stains to decorate his pottery, and grew from there. The community of Mata Ortiz is only about 2,500 people, but of those, about 1,500 of them now are dedicated in one shape or form in producing pottery. The most famous of them is Juan Quetzada and his family that was taught, but then there are many others that over the years have learned the techniques and the pottery, and that's what they are dedicated to now. Earlier this year, actually New Year's Day, as a family, we went to Mata Ortiz. We'd been quite a while ago, and I had some pottery, but it broke one from a move and another one from some construction that was being done here. Got the vibrations from the equipment outside, knocked it off the shelf. And so I really wanted to get some more pottery and revisit Mata Ortiz, and so we did that. There is a video that we uploaded as a family on my daughter's YouTube channel, which is it's called World Audrey, and there is a video there on Mata Ortiz and our visit there. We will link it in this video so that you can go and look at that video, and you can see footage of the community, of some studio spaces, gallery spaces that are there. It's a very interesting little quaint town. You can go to the galleries and see all the big name potters, but many of the potters there sell you pottery right off the street, or they'll take you over to their studio and show you around. And that's actually a very good video. So if you have a chance, please go over to that video and take a look at it. It'll explain more about Mata Ortiz. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to review and show you some of the pottery that I bought, that we bought while we were there, and just give you some impressions of them. I'll start off with some of the really small pieces. There are some of these they're burnished blackware that have been decorated. So they're just little itty bitty pots. They're just meant more for gifts. I'll be giving these away to some friends of mine. There's another one that's got a little bit of decoration on the top of it. And these were done by, it's Minerva Pedregan Ortiz. Minerva Pedregan Ortiz is the artist that does these. And there's another little one right here. They're just cute little pots, colorful decoration on the top of them. Got another burnished blackware with some really nice little decoration, just a nice little pot. This one, the initials on it is just RRR. I don't remember who that artist is. I would have to find out. Um, Another cute little pot. This one's got a green oxide on it, and it's been burnished, and it is like a silvery black color. Actually very nice decoration. This one is made with marbled clay with a more traditional decoration on it. Just a small little pot. Just a very fun little design on it. I just enjoyed it. This one's a little bit more geometric. Little round globe. Has the very fine, detailed, geometric designs on it. This is a fun piece. It's also got the geometric designs on it with variations. This is a little owl pot. It's got a little owl face on it. But the geometric designs are each of the squares is slightly different. So just a fun design on that one. This was just a nice oblong piece, little jar, and the decoration on it is also with the green oxide, and the pot has been burnished. It's a nice silver black color. And this little piece looks like kind of like a flying saucer, is by Lucia Quetzada, which is a family member of Juan Quetzada. But this one, she makes them in various sizes. I just got a small one, and the underside has got a carved decoration on it, and the front also has a geometric carved design on the front. This pot is by Marta Balansur, and it is a geometric design also. Just the detail work on these is incredible. And the patience to sit there and draw these out by hand and decorate these is just incredible. They will coil build these pots, build them, sand them down, burnish them. Some of them are now getting electric kilns so they can bisque fire before they do their final firing, so that they don't have as much loss as they used to. They used to only do pit firing with these, and they would lose sometimes up to half of their pots. Would not come out, would crack, would break, and they've been working over the years to get it to where they are getting more and more results with less damage and breakage. This was another pot. This was by Yuti Gaona, and it's just a simple Pakime style. This is in a beige clay that's been burnished and then decorated with oxides in the traditional colors, the reds and the blacks, and very much more of the traditional Pakime style pottery. The Pakime were considered in many respects similar to the Pueblo style from New Mexico, considering it's just across the border into Mexico. From New Mexico is where Mata Ortiz is. They had a lot of similarities in some of their designs. The designs on these, this is one of my favorite ones. This is on marbled clay, which is a couple of different colors of clay, but it's got a couple of decorations on it that are traditional Pakime. It has this design here is a macaw, they call it the macaw design. And that is traditional, and this one has 3 macaws decorated around it in their traditional style. This is a very large, nice pot. It's one of my favorites from this. And then there's the other large pot that I have here is also geometric in design, and it's got carving as well as other painted on oxide designs also that are geometric. So it's got both of those. This is actually my wife's favorite piece. She says that one's to come back to the house. So that one will definitely going back to them. Now, one of my favorite piece, pretty much from the whole group that I got, is this one. And it's in 2 pieces. It's got a plate, and you can see all the geometric designs on it. And then the stand has matching designs. And they're meant to go together. And the plate just sits down inside its little stand. So it has its own stand for it. And it's just a beautiful geometric design plate. I just love the design work on the center of this. Just the design work is just beautiful. And the matching stand just makes it that much nicer. Originally, the potters there with Juan Quetzada tended to do more traditional style decoration. But over the last years, they've started to get away from that, and they've started doing some different decoration. So this little pot is covered with sea turtles underneath and all around. This is by a potter. The name is very well hidden. Let me see. Luis Guillen Ledesma is the potter that did this one. So it's a white clay that it's a white clay that is painted with a black slip, and then it is carved away, sgraffito, and left with the designs of these sea turtles. Just a very nice little design. They do some other fun little things like little turtles, just basic little turtles that they'll make. But this one is also one of the ones I like, and it is a snake and lizards. So you can see the couple of lizards here on the bottom, but then you have the snake that coils around the pot, and here's its head, and then another lizard right here. Very much three-dimensional and sculpture-like, but just a very nice pot with a hole on the side there. But it's just a very nice little design. This one is by, some of the names are very faint, Jorge Corona Guillen. So another cute little pot from Mata Ortiz. There are dozens and dozens of different potters that are making pottery there. They split up the labor. Some will go out and find and get the clay, process the clay, prepare the clay. Others will make pots, and then maybe their family member or somebody else will decorate them. Some will burn it, will work on burnishing. Others will work. They all work together very, very much as a lot of the families work collaboratively. In the video that we posted on my daughter's YouTube channel, there's one of the ladies where we bought quite a few of these pots from. Her daughter, her husband, all are doing pottery. But many of the potters from there compete on a national level and have won many national awards and national competitions in pottery, traditional pottery for Mexico. They have quite a few competitions that are ongoing, and they're very well renowned. Many of them now are going out and doing, they do classes, they're doing exhibitions, they have many galleries there, and a lot of them are more well known outside of Mexico than they are inside of Mexico. There are some areas of Mexico that they recognize and understand what the Mata Ortiz pottery is, but many other areas have no clue about them. I thought I would just show you some examples of the different pottery that is being produced there. To me, it's a very high quality, very nice, well designed. I have a variety of, I probably have about 10 different potters represented here in this little small collection. And it's just a very enjoyable place to visit. It's now paved. The road used to be a dirt road that you even had to go through the river to get there many years ago. And they have about 12, 13 years ago, maybe a little longer, they finally paved all the way to the community. So there's a paved road to get there now. It's south of Lordsburg and Deming, New Mexico. It's south of there, a few hours. It's also, if you're coming from El Paso, it's a few hours from there, also about 3.5 hours from there to Mata Ortiz. But you would go to Nuevos Casas Grandes, and then you'd head over towards, you'd go west out of that community, following the signs to Mata Ortiz. You'd go near, you go through Casas Grandes, and there's the Paquime ruins, archaeological site that's there that you can go and see, and it's an adobe style ruin, which means big house, Casa Grande, and it's from the Paquime culture. And from there you drive, it's probably about a 30-35 minute drive from Nuevos Casas Grandes to Mata Ortiz. Well worth a visit if you're ever in the area, and I hope you enjoyed some of this pottery that I'm showing you. I thank you again for your time, and I hope you have a good day. Please like and subscribe on these videos, and goodbye.